got a question, and it happened to be on my mind this morning as I was watching the video. Um, and now Beyonce, I guess it was during the playoffs, had announced in Houston a while back that she was going on tour this year, and I guess they started selling tickets. I think this week or last week or something like that. And I'm thinking the price is going to be between 500 to $900, something like that, $1,000, because that's what my daughter-in-law paid for a while back when she went to go see her a few years ago. And so they were showing the prices on the air on one of the YouTube channels I saw. Those prices, no joke, and I'm not joking. I've seen it. Go from anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 per ticket. Per ticket, folks. I am not kidding. From $1,000 to almost $5,000 per ticket. I didn't know they were gonna go that slow. Really? Ain't they looking in the damn mirror? Come on, man. They read something. $5,000. Who the hell are gonna pay $5,000 for some Beyonce tickets, man? Yeah. Now, of course, we know that Ticketmaster, and I forgot the other place. They're known for, and they're very well known for scamming people, overpricing people, well, these overpriced tickets. That's no joke. Them tickets are overpriced like a mug. If you turn left, I know you do that. Went around you. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Overpriced tickets, man. You know, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't think Beyonce is that great of a singer. I never have. Even when she was singing with Destiny's Child about 30 years ago, or roughly 30, almost 30 years ago, when she was young. But I never thought she was a great singer. Never. Thank God you going left. Some of the cars, I thought they were gonna go my way. They going a different way, but they driving really slow anyway. I just never thought she was a great singer. Never did. Nope. And it was really a crime that Beyonce. Well, I think it was something to do. Beyonce got to sing at last to President Obama, and Ella James should have been singing. It was something a controversy behind that. And I think they had Beyonce singing instead of Ella James, and Ella James was really upset about that. And I don't blame her. I think like within a month before she passed away or something like that. It was really sad, man. Ella James is a legend. Ella James could sing, you know. But Beyonce is not no Ella James. For damn sure she's not. Not even close. You know. She's a performer. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, and how much as I love this other woman, Janet Jackson, I'm a huge fan of hers, man. She does it all. Beyonce really is doing Janet Jackson in essence. But she's just doing it a step further. And I don't recall Janet Jackson ever charging tickets that high. But I know Beyonce's tickets have always been kind of high for years. And I'm like, and the people who freaking out about the ticket prices who are going to these shows are mostly women paying that kind of prices, high prices. You know, I can honestly say I've never been to one. Not saying that I don't think Beyonce is a gorgeous woman. She's a gorgeous woman. I ain't gonna lie. Very easy on the ass. Not the point. The point is, I wouldn't pay that much for a show. I wouldn't care who it is. I'm being serious. I would not. And when free, I went to my woman tomorrow. I gotta see about try to get $1,500 by tomorrow so I go to the show. What is it about her show that make you want to pay that kind of money for in the first damn place? That's crazy. There's no way. There's no way. I wouldn't pay. God, God rest her soul. as much as I love this artist, I would have never paid that kind of money to see Prince or Michael Jackson. Matter of fact, I got Prince tickets for free because of a radio contest my wife won years ago when he had the Black Album out. And he was killing it. And we saw him out Cap Center out here on Orlando years ago. And I'm thinking we're gonna get front row seats. We had the worst seats, man. Those seats are horrible, but they were free, and we got to see a 2 hour show because he only did it for 2 hours. I was shocked. He told me, I ain't got no more hits, y'all. I said, dude, are you serious? You would have skipped about 3 albums already. Which he did. He skipped. He did do a run through a lot of his records, but there was a lot more that he didn't do at the time. So, and Prince was still on fire then. And then he went and did another show at another at some place out in Laurel, Maryland, uh, later on. Because I heard on the radio we were on the way back from the show. We was like, oh, he's going to do another show. He left our show to go do another show. He only did 2 hours. I said, well, I'll be damned. It was nice that we were able to get two tickets from the radio station to go to the press concert. Um, but I wouldn't have paid that to see him or Michael Jackson. I wouldn't have paid that kind of money. There's no way. And I'm a big fan of both Michael Jackson and Prince because they were immensely talented. You know, I wouldn't have paid them kind of tickets for David Bowie, George Michael, or anybody else. Not even and they all were very talented artists, man. All of them in their own right. You know, I just wouldn't pay that kind of money to go see those guys. No, not at all. That's why I'm shocked women paying that kind of money to see Beyonce, and mostly black women, from what I'm saying. I don't know how much those tickets were for what's her name, um, Taylor Swift, but people actually flew overseas to go see Taylor Swift from America to go see her. You know, and I think she raked in like $2 billion on her tour. Beyonce must be trying to break the record or something. That's why I said record breaking the ticket prices. It's just crazy. I mean, I love music. Don't get me wrong. I'm a connoisseur of music. I grew up in one of the most popular times of music history was the 1960s. And it was big. You know, and my folks were kids, of course, and were kids in the 1950s when music was big then. And music was merging. Genres was merging and all that. And I love music. You know, I love my decade of music that I loved that really was from I say from the late 1940s all the way up to the 1990s. And for me personally, it kind of dropped off after that. After the 1990s, it was just music to me kind of went a little downhill, man. Just saying. Kind of really at the early 2000s, and then I was done. But nevertheless, I just wouldn't pay that kind of money. And surprisingly, a lot of women, and I say a lot of single women, was trying to pay that kind of money to go see Beyonce. They spend their last dime to go see her. I said, are you serious? You would spend that kind of money on your kids. Why the boy would you spend that kind of money on Beyonce? Really? Beyonce, you know, who's not, like some people say, who's not that great of a singer. You know, she's a very talented performer. I give her that. She's a decent actress. I said decent. I said great. Decent actress. I give her that. But as far as all this other stuff, singing, no. She doesn't really have that great of a range of voice. Now somebody who does is Mariah Carey, you know, but that's somebody who did have a great vocal range. That's not Beyonce. Real talk. She's just popular because her girl group and all that, and the type of songs that she do. But beyond that, I was like, I'm not. I just don't understand why people pay that kind of money. That's just a lot of money to go see somebody that you only gonna see for like maybe 2.5 hours. $1,500, $1,000, $1,400. $2,700, $3,800, $4,000, $4,000. Who the hell's gonna see somebody for $4,000? I'm gonna try this one more. $4,000, folks. You know, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't even go pay $4,000. No, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something. That's a lot of money. You know, and you would think Beyonce would step in and say, I don't want to charge my fans that. My fans are everything to me. They give me, you know, they give me everything that I need to stay afloat to who I am as an artist. And she don't think about the fans at all. You know, she don't even think enough about the fans to make sure that the ticket prices stay low. She don't even care. And yeah, I said it. She don't even care. You know, her beehive. She don't give two flying f's about a beehive. No offense, she don't. She should be more outraged than anybody about that because that's her fan base. What's going to happen? They're going to start alienating her fan base. But I don't think at this point it would probably even matter because she's made enough money to not really care as much no more. That's my personal take on that. But there's no way in hell I'll be paying that kind of money for no ticket. I wouldn't pay that kind of money. I mean, you pay that kind of money to put down on a house note. You pay that kind of money to buy a car or put down a car. Hell, you know, you would pay that kind of money, for a down payment to go to college or take training classes. That's the kind of money you would spend to go to a Beyonce show at this point. That's insane. That's insane. You know, you might as well go ahead and just buy a DVD video or watch her videos online before I do that, or just replay her playoff halftime show that she did, performance that she did, which was just okay to me. It was alright. It wasn't bad. But the one thing about Beyonce I give her credit for, she brings exposure to artists who have never been exposed otherwise. I respect her for that. I truly respect her for that. I ain't even front. But the kids pay them outrageous prices to go see her is insanity. I would never do that. Mainly because she's not a great singer. You know, I just it's just beyond me. It's beyond my level of understanding. Some people, I mean, these women like, and they're like, oh, you did pretty price, and you bring. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't pay that kind of money for nobody like that. It's beyond me, folks. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You know, people got other. What's it? The Eagles won the Super Bowl, still riding. And yeah, we know about the Eagles. Worries. Thank you. Hi, Ethan. How you doing? I'm just there talking about Beyonce. I mean, who would pay them kind of tickets to go see Beyonce or anybody else of her ilk? You know, like I said, I respect what she did with the Cowboy Carter album, and I know, like she did with her previous work. I do respect her for what she's trying to do, take a, take the stance that she's taking. I'm with her on that. I really am. But as far as her charging those overpriced tickets, you know, how come she didn't take a stand on that for her fan base? You know, just saying. I'm not a huge fan of Beyonce personally, but I would think that she would have took a stand on her for her fan base to say, Ticketmaster and these other ticket companies, y'all need to go ahead and take a step down and not charge my fans so much, man. This is ridiculous. We gotta find other ways of doing this, like maybe sell her merchandise or something, because I'm sure people will buy her merchandise in a heartbeat at her concerts, instead of charging those over high prices. you know, Signed autographs or something of her pictures or something like that. Signed autograph copies of her albums or something like that, or some of her movies. But to sit there and Those are ideas I'm just throwing out there, just instead of having to overcharge her uh, fans for those tickets, man. 'Cause those tickets are way overpriced. And from my understanding, for some of those prices, some of them are nosebleeds for some of those prices. Because I remember my daughter-in-law, I think she said hers was nosebleeds, and they were $900. This was at the last concert. Yeah, at the very last concert that she had, $900 for nosebleeds at Northwest Stadium, formerly FedExville. Yeah, $900 for nosebleeds. The lowest price tickets they had out there, according to my understanding. Yeah, there's no way. If I'm paying close to $5,000, I better see more. I better see Beyonce in person. I better shake her hand. I better spend a day over at a place. Get to hang out with Jay Z for that kind of money. Yeah, I would expect. I would. I mean, for $5,000. Yeah, the works. The works. That's a lot of money. You know, that's like a taking out a loan. That's a small loan right there. It is. And then you be paying that back with interest for the next 7 years for a concert by an artist who's not even a great singer but a great performer. You know, well, all theatrics and stuff that she does, because she is known for her theatrics. That's her theatrics. But gain her popularity. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm kind of like I don't. I wouldn't pay that kind of money to go see any artist like that. Even my all-time favorite artist, I wouldn't go see. I wouldn't pay that kind. That's a lot of money, man. I think the most I paid for a concert was like $110, something like that. That was, I think, it might have been more than that, and that was worth the smiling. Yeah, that's the last concert, and that was a comedy concert, and I saw that, and it actually was pretty funny. Then I got sick after I went down there. That's another story. But nevertheless, I'm not paying that kind of money for no concert. Though. That 1,400 to nearly $5,000 for one concert ticket, and they may not even be good seats. It's not happening. And on that note, I'm out.